lying. People will say certain words, basically, right, to sway. They're calling me a recruiter because they want to put that word in people's head as if I'm actually going to get
Hmm.
a girl and say, come to the TKO show. And that is not true. These
Reaching
girls wake up
lies.
I'm
in the
aware of
morning
that. On your own
and
broadcast, you don't talk about that, man, or what y'all got going on. You
We
speak on
don't.
what TKO has going on in the show with regards to those women. I get that. But when you ask the question, do you want people to, would you rather they not have you on the show, and they say they would rather you not be on the show, they don't want you associated with the narrative that's being tied to his name. That's all. And because you are a person of influence on this platform, it seems as though that's what's happening. And people have respect for you and hold you in a
but
different light. You
trust
don't
me.
see people saying, "Yo, I don't want Liz on the show. Yo, I don't want Ebba on the show." That's their content. That's what the fuck they do. That's
Uh-huh.
not what you do. Whenever you're in some mess, it's because somebody directly came to you, and that's how you handle it. That's all. It's not you being associated to some shit that don't have nothing to do with you. But because you sit there with him and you're now inquiring and being a part of the process that he chooses his women in, it looks as though it's a certain way when that's not in fact the case. I listened to you last night when that Lotus came up there and said all that she had going on and did not have going on, she needed to reconsider her priorities. I understand that. I appreciate you for bringing that to her attention because that's not something she was considering herself. However, it just looks differently to your fans, to your platform. So when you pose that question, yes, when it comes down to ethos and psychology of it all, it seems like your influence is being used to sway the masses. It can be perceived as that. Not that that's what you're doing directly. It
Okay,
just
so how
looks
about this,
like that.
Astro? So with you watching me talk to Lotus last night, so did you get that I was persuading her or swaying the
Not at all.
masses?
It was the
Or hold
opposite.
on,
More
okay.
so.
So or did you get the fact that I was waking this young girl up to let her know she's lackluster? You haven't even you're mourning a mentor, but you haven't even basically pushed
Put
out
into
his
practice.
legacy.
Mm-hmm.
If okay. So again, I'm gonna challenge you because you're more mindful. You're very intelligent and you're knowledgeable. So you and I can go there. My way of questioning these girls are conditioning them to set them up to be great for themselves, not a man. You have to be great for you first before you move on to anything. She hasn't even set any goals and stood by them yet. You have property that you haven't even opened up a store yet. You had a job that you were fired from.
Basically an unlimited amount of resources that she's not tapping into. You said it last night.
Exactly.
She's been sheltered her whole life, didn't have to get anything out the mud, and is still clutching to her parents to take care of everything. I wholeheartedly under enter and understand that. And again,
And
it's
then I not
appreciated
only
that you
said that,
do
I
that.
said I need you to locate that 100 list that your mentor left behind. Come and see me so that I can help you
Come to my
complete one of them
exactly.
before the end of the month. That's me calling her to me.
Precisely.
Now, how in the
Can I?
hell am I setting her up for failure or how am I persuading her to go right when I'm bringing her me to me?
That and this is what I'm
You
saying.
guys have to look at it from all, and you guys are so surface with the way you view and think because somebody said so. Somebody said Empress is recruiting. Okay, it is what it is. Somebody said that Empress is a big influence, and these girls only come to this show because Empress is there. I do not have a penis. They're not there for me. They are not there for me.
Right. Can I say something really fast? I'm gonna just say something really fast and then I'm gonna get down. God put us in position, in whatever position that is designed for us for a reason, based on our calling, right? So God sometimes when he put us in these positions, it will be uncomfortable, right? But that is just the process. So I feel as though Imp is in her She is in her designed walk from God to help these young ladies. Now, I don't give a fuck if she only reached 5 women out of 5,000. She is still walking in her designed footsteps that were only meant for her. And not everybody is going to understand those. Nobody may even understand those footsteps that were designed for her. The only thing that it needs to do is to make sure that she is in one accord with the Most High so that she can withstand things like this.
I don't want to hurt women.
No, and it's not in your footsteps for you too. You just have to make sure that you are in one with the Most High. So when you come upon pressure like this, you know how to deal with it. And when the force of the enemy come against you, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know how to move. You know how to operate. You know how to go on your knees and say, I need help with this because I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. And I know that this is my calling. And when you walking in your calling, sometimes it gets overwhelming. That's why we got to know who to go to. Everybody want to blame Imp. It's not her fault. It's her calling. Y'all have to respect the calling.
Hey man, we just doing the job on the panel. We just doing the job on the panel. Empress,
Absolutely.
You should be confident to know that it's not your fault. And with this being said, make a choice and a decision whether you would like to stay or go. However, be that as it may, I'm confident in whatever I decide to do as a host here on Bigo, whatever content I decide to bring to this app and participate in will be my own personal choice. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down within it. Now, you guys can go ahead and have your opinions, but I'm going to do what fairly is right for moi, confidently.
Again, for the folks that saying I'm up here attacking Empress, Empress, do you feel attacked? Am I attacking you?
No, I feel like you're having a conversation. And I know, Empress better be good up there.
All I'm saying is the question was posed, do y'all want me on the show? The answer from the masses was negative. We do not. The reason why it's perceived as though you're facilitating it to transpire. That's all. Nobody's trying to say, well, now let me not say nobody because they are saying that in the comments. Personally, I'm not saying Empress is responsible for these women making their decisions. Empress goes up there and challenges women to make sure they're ready to make any decision to be in a relationship with anybody for themselves. That's what's transpired. That's what I saw on the panel. That's what I saw in here tonight. That's why I said preventative measures so that if you're facilitating the spaces, it doesn't continue to happen. That's all. The fact of the matter is as follows. When you pose the question and they say no, it's because you are now associated with the fuckery. That's all. And we don't know you on this app to be associated with fuckery. You're a guider, a counselor, and somebody that helps people on this app. Have been since the first time I encountered you on Juji's panel. That's been it. So I'm not saying Empress is to blame. I'm not saying Royce is to blame. Nobody up there is to blame. The women
I'm
that want to make the
confident I ain't to
decisions are
blame.
making the decisions. You have to hold yourself accountable. Just like I told my girl, she had to hold herself accountable because she chose to go over there in the first place. That's all. But when it comes down to influence and you being in a, that's like all of these celebrities now saying, "Yo, y'all need to all go get vaccinated and da 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 da." When nobody cared about health, that wasn't their platform before. But because they have credibility and they're in a certain light, it holds weight. That's what it looks like.
So that's even more of the
That's
reason for
all.
her to stay. That's even more of the reason for her to stay in her calling in the position that she's in. Your Miss Rosa came out, right? She came out to help other women. That was
Right.
what her design
Gave that
was.
message have been that, and when he came, they could have had a
Because she
conversation.
went through
Always
because
spit on.
she went through what she went through, now she has the experience to say, okay, this is what I went through. This is what you need to look for. Her calling is going to be different from if calling. If calling is to say to the woman that may have never experienced this, hey, baby doll, let me check the right side of your brain. Let me check the left side of the brain. Let me make sure all this shit working together. That's her calling. Y'all can't blame her for walking in her calling. It don't work like that. It don't work
This
like that. You can't blame
this
nobody for walking in the footsteps that was provided for them to walk in. If you don't understand it, fall on your knees and figure out what you need to do, not what it needs to do.
agreed. All I'm speaking on is the question that Empress posed. That's all. Empress asked,
Then pose a
I'm
question.
answering.
Well, she
That's
got
all.
that question from the comments because there's so much pressure on this panel and in these comments, and everybody got their own side opinions, and oh, this happened, oh, that happened, oh, why you don't feel like this, and oh, if why you saying it like that, if it's not God. If it's only just
Really
a
not.
report.
One other human being. And that's what I'm saying. If they feel so wholeheartedly about it, do something. Y'all humans just like us. Go do something about it. Go hold Rose hand. Go call the police. Go make a report. Y'all go do something about it. If y'all feel this way. I'm trying to see when Imp became the women's savior Messiah. I'm trying to see when she became the God of all women.
It never gave. It never. No, can't nobody be responsible for nobody else's actions. Can't nobody else be responsible for nobody else's life. It don't work like that.
But yet we're here. But yet we're here.
Correct.
And I'm being held responsible.
Negative. Well, not by me. Let
No.
me let me not say that. The comments definitely on your ass. I'm not holding you responsible for nothing. You asked the question. I answered your question.
Trying to
They
see
wanted you off the show. That's the reason people feel like they don't want you
y'all
associated
No,
with the
but
such
show.
is the devil.
these
If y'all
comments.
feel like that, then go do something about it. Go
Here's
do
where you
something.
lose me at, Astro. Astro, you seem like a really bright young lady, right?
Hmm.
Um, and when you
Right.
came up
People
here,
want Imp to
when you
lead them,
came
but
up
I
here,
want
I
them to be
do that.
exactly.
right?
You know what?
When you when
Yamaya said it. Go ahead, Stag. I'm
go ahead, I'm
sorry.
sorry. Go ahead, babe.
No, Yamaya in the comments said people want Imp to lead them, but I want them to lead themselves. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. I want to instill the power in you. I want to put the fire under your ass.
But that ain't no
Right.
longer
That's
your
what I
job.
want.
Since they are grown people and they don't have no self guidance, meaning they need their own parents. That ain't your job. Let them
I
find their
disagree,
way.
100.
Let them
I
find their way.
disagree, Roy.
When they
I
claim they ain't got
disagree.
nobody at home to come talk to, y'all want to come run up in her ass to come talk to her. Don't come to her. Since y'all feel like it's always her fault, don't come to boss one. And I mean that. And the mere fact Yetta don't put this perception up about recruiting and all this. The mere fact she don't started this nonsense and now other women is attaching on to the lies. Now we got a problem. We was gonna let you slide, but now we got an issue. Cause there's too much going on towards me and mine. About something we ain't had nothing to do about. It's a show. Get the hell over it. And then box two. Line them up, TKO. Pick another one. Ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm a host and I'm doing content. Y'all mad for what? If you feel away, they'll give you their phone number, DM them, pull up on them, and go hug on them. Since y'all got all this energy. Because I'm done with it at this point. I gave
We're
that young
not
lady a
fighting for it.
platform to say
I'm
what
not
she had to
fighting for
say.
anything.
I wanted to hear her because of how she was presenting herself as a young lady. Do I bash her? No. Do I feel her? Absolutely. However, this is going too far.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all stories? Leave us out of it.